Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you enjoyed the corporate uh, webcast that just commenced. It actually was a presentation that I did this evening, and we're following up that presentation this evening with a quick start training, a little bit explaining the compensation plan with goals and potential income for individuals involved in the opportunity. And we're also going to do a Q&A to give you some clarity onto anything that you may not understand with the recent changes. Again, my name is Supat Derenoncourt, Double Platinum Senior Vice President. Welcome to tonight's Quick Start Training and Q&A. Here's the thing. When you get involved with 5 Links, you have 2 objectives. Okay? One is you simply want to help people save money. Okay? It's very important to show individuals how to save money and become a customer is one option. And the second option, the second objective is you're showing people how to make money, start their own home business, and you're able to now empower an individual with a home-based business, and they'll be part of your network of distribution. Now, you want to sign up for services and you want to qualify. How do you qualify in this new compensation plan? Well, basically you need 8 customer points, 1 from the green section along with one from the blue section. The green section is actually a list of services that actually is our foundation in the company. Okay, so we have platinum services, we have business elite, we have text alerts, we have global links, we also have enhanced care MD as preferred services. You also need a preferred product. What we offer is the High 5 Edge, the High 5 Boost, the High 5 Challenge all together as the challenge, and you also have Montevita Coffee. Any combination of the two to meet the threshold of 8 points will qualify you to earn income in this opportunity. You have to sell a product or service to be commissionable in 5 Links. Be your own customer today. It's very simple. Each of the products and services that we offer in the 3 categories, from category 1, which is the home, category 2, which is for businesses, and category 3 for wellness, okay, has a point value. And this is just a legend that shows you the points. It's also available in your virtual office. When you're a partner, you can log in and look at document 715. Now, you certainly want to cross-reference our weekly promotions against document 715 because our weekly promotions shows you the promotional values that the company offers from Saturday to Friday on a weekly basis. So although, for example, the High 5 Challenge is 10 customer points, as you see here with this check, right? Right today, if you ordered a High 5 Challenge or if you sold a High 5 Challenge, because of the weekly weekly promotions, is actually 6 points, and then the following month they'll give you another 6 points for a total of 12 points so long as you stay on the challenge. The challenge is 55 days. So again, if you keep it for at least 2 months, you'll see the 12 customer points. And then from there, it really becomes a lifestyle. It's not a 55-day wellness supplement. It's really a lifestyle supplement. Now, the objectives also, you want to be able to recoup your initial investment when you first get involved. Okay? We talked about this in the presentation. Simply by getting 8 customer points and being qualified yourself and recruiting a representative and showing them how to qualify with 8 customer points takes you to trainer, and guess what? That triggers a $50 bonus. You show a second partner how to get qualified with 8 customer points to become a partner. Now you have 2 partners on your team, but you have to meet the personal customer point threshold of 15. Okay, that's a added 5 customer points from the last compensation plan last month. So here's the thing, with the product's values that are so generous right now, it's very simple to get to 15 customer points, but more importantly, this will trigger a $1,200 bonus. Now, this $1,200 bonus is paid out over 12 months. They'll pay you $100 a month, okay? And basically, so long as you're an executive trainer qualified, they'll continue to pay you $100 a month for 12 months, okay? Now, a lot of people say, well, what happened to the $1,000 or the $500 I could make in 30 days? Well, what we're showing people to do now to recoup your initial investment right away is to push through executive trainer and get to executive director. This will trigger a $500 bonus simply by showing 2 individuals how to get to executive trainer, recruiting 1 more on your front line for a total of 7 individuals on your team. And so long as you get to executive director, the 3rd position in the business, within 60 days, it took me personally 45 days to get to executive director, and I've seen it done as short as 2 days. So is it possible? Absolutely. It's very possible to do in 60 days, but it's certainly doable in 30 days, and that will trigger the $500 bonus right away. Actually, this $500 bonus shows up right away. So if you get to executive director in the first 30 days, this is what would happen. It would trigger the $50 bonus. It would trigger the first month of the $1,200 bonus, and it would trigger that $500 bonus for a total of $650 of the total of $1,750 that you can accumulate in the first 60 days in terms of bonuses. Now, you got the bonuses, nowhere else to go but up from here, but the most important thing I want you to understand is you have to create a distribution network, a team, okay? And as you're building your team, you could actually make a significant of team bonuses. Okay, what's the difference between Exxon Mobil and Mobil gas station, or Walmart and Target? Well, Walmart and Exxon are the number 1 and 2. They go back and forth companies in the world. Okay, they generate over $430 billion in terms of companies, and they battle for that number 1 position. But what makes them number 1 versus their competitors? They have more points of distribution. And so what makes number 1 platinums and double platinums in the company? They have more distributors on their team that are active than other representatives in the business. So you certainly want to build a team. And now when you get to executive trainer in your first 30 days, not only did you clear that $50 bonus and the $1,200 bonus, which is paid out $100 a month for 12 months. Well, you're now also in position to get executive trainer team bonuses. So this is actually an example of how you can get paid right away. Recruit 3 people, or if 3 of your trainers recruit 1 person each, and you didn't recruit anyone at all because they haven't been promoted to executive trainers, they're in your executive trainer open line team. So what happens there is those 3 individuals that either you recruit or your trainer team recruits triggers a $200 bonus. This is a team bonus, okay? Whether you got somebody or your open line executive trainer team got somebody in the business. So 3 recruits qualified, remember, with the preferred service and the preferred product, will actually generate a $200 bonus the following pay day, which is the following Friday, okay? 10 days afterwards. So if somebody actually got qualified today, I would see that paycheck not this Friday, but the following Friday, okay? So that's $200 that you can earn there. If your team your open line team achieves at executive trainer 5 business partners coming in, well, it goes up in value per representative that you're going to be paid to $100 each. So it's a $500 bonus now versus the $200 for 3. So it would behoove everyone that's an executive trainer to really meet the 5 threshold, whether on a weekly basis, recruiting 5 individuals by simply doing home meetings and sharing the plan and playing the numbers game, because 1 out of every 10 people will say yes when they sit down and see a presentation. So once you know it's a numbers game, you do 5 meetings in a week. Well, guess what? You've probably met the threshold of 5 people joining your business, as long as you had at least 10 guests show up. And those are worst case scenario numbers. You might get all 5 off of 1 presentation. So that being said, that would pay $500 the following week. Now, and these numbers continue to go on. 10 pays 10 qualified IMRs pays $1,000, 15, 1,500, 20, 2,000. So now there's executive director. You simply get to executive director by way of showing two individuals how to get to executive trainer. Now you can get executive director or team bonuses. So let's just say now your two ETs and your one IMR you have in your front line now are working the business, and they in turn recruited 5 individuals. Well, guess what? You still, as an executive director, made $750, even if you didn't recruit anyone. Now, here's the thing about this position. If you're an executive director, you can also produce at the executive trainer level. Okay? So if you have 5 coming into your ED open line and another 5 coming in at your ET open line in terms of your team, well, guess what? That's $500 plus $750, which is $1,250. And that is paid the following Friday. Okay? So that's huge. Now, here's the thing. The numbers get turned up a little bit here. Recruit 10, well, now you've made $2,000. $2,000 divided by 10, that's $200 per rep. So you're doubling your income simply by showing 2 people how to get to executive trainer as an executive director. And, this is significant income. So that being said, if you go down the line, 15 reps, 2,500, 20 reps, 3,250, and so on. The beauty of this deal is when you get to national director. This can be the highest, I would say, pound for pound paycheck that you're going to get per recruit at this level. Okay, and let me just show these examples here. 15 in your open line ND will pay you, qualified IMRs will pay you $2,000 the 15th the following month. Well, why the 15th? Because national directors still get customer acquisition bonuses. So the ET and ED team bonuses pay out the following week, whereas the national director and senior vice president team bonuses pay out the following month on the 15th, along with the residual income. However, you'll still see weekly income at national director and SVP in terms of cabs, and the cabs have been eliminated to make a bigger team bonus impact for the executive trainers and executive director levels. Okay, so now 15 reps at ND in terms of your ND open line will pay $2,000, $3,500. That is the sweet spot, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because 30 reps divided into 500 is $166. Okay, so now I want to give you an example of a national director going out, working in his ET open line, getting, let's just say, 10 reps involved at the ET level, and another 10 reps involved at the ED level. Okay, so that's what 10 goes into 1,000, 100 times. Okay, and then you also have the 10 goes into 2,000. 10 goes into, so $100 per rep at 10 reps at ET. Then you have $200 a rep at 10 reps for $2,000. So that's $200 a rep. And then the sweet spot at ND is $166 per rep, with 5,000 being divided by 30 reps, right? Well, here's the thing. That will pay you up to $521 when you divide, these numbers out. So I'm excited, all right, to show everyone how that works out in terms of math. I want you to follow me here and write this down. Okay, 5 reps. Let's not even go with the 10. Let's go with 5 reps at executive trainer. You're an ND. This is why everyone needs to get to at least ND. 5 reps at executive trainer is $100 a rep. Okay, 10 reps at executive director is $200 a rep. Okay, remember, you're earning 100 here. You're earning another 200 here on the same rep, right? At least 5 of these reps now. Now, here's the thing. Get 30, pays 5,000. That's $166 per rep. So now if you add 100 plus 166, plus 200 plus 166, and then you times 30. Remember, you get a cab at National Director. You times that cab by $55 times 30, okay? You're going to come up with an average amount per rep between the ET at 5, the ED at 10, and the ND at 30, plus the 30 times the ND $55 cab. That brings your number up to $521 that you can make per rep. $521 per rep by coming up with this math. And this is how you come up with the up twos in the presentation. Okay, so let's see if we can go to the presentation. A lot of people had that question. Well, how do you get to that in the presentation? Let's see here if we can show you how that works here. And this is where we get to, oops, come back down, going too fast. Here we go. All right, so that's how you get to up to $520 per representative coming in a calendar month, okay, at the ND level. And guess what? When you do these numbers, 520 times 30 reps, well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's $15,600, okay, for the month. So when you understand the compensation plan the way we understand it as double platinums in the opportunity, it really gets hard to sleep at night, okay? Because you can take it to a whole nother level, because if you can train your national directors as a senior vice president, now this is when the numbers get really interesting. You're training your national directors to go out there and get that $15,600 in income monthly. Well, you have 3 national directors as a senior vice president. So that would be 3 times 30 people joined your team so that your national directors can earn that kind of money. Well, that means 90 people joined your team as a senior vice president before you even did anything yourself. Well, how about let's do 10 representatives, okay, at the, not even the ET level. Do it at the ET level at 5 reps, but 10 in your ED open. So you've made an extra $2,500, but you also, as a senior vice president, cleared this $10,000 team bonus. So that's $12,500 in team bonus money, not including the cabs as well. And so senior vice presidents, if they work like a national director, can not only make that $15,600 by clearing this line right here, okay, themselves. Well, guess what? With their NDs being held accountable to making over $15,000 a month, that's 120 reps coming in. So they'd make the $15,600 themselves, plus the $10,000, plus some more cabs, and that takes you over $25,000 in income as a senior vice president. And none of this, by the way, takes into account revenue pools or a residual income. So here's the thing. The compensation plan is very robust. Okay, I hope I answered a lot of the questions that you guys had for me this evening. But most importantly, make a list when you first get involved, potential customers, potential business partners, and then most importantly, sit down within 24 to 48 hours after you've compiled a list of at least 200 people that you know out of your phone, and write them down on a piece of paper. And let's really game plan by sitting down with an executive in the business on how to strategize the rest of your 30 days, your first 30 days in the business, and how to expose as many people as possible, clear your ET, your trainer, your ET, your ED bonuses, and then be well off to creating a team, which triggers team bonuses. And then the teams going out there to build their respective business creates residual income at the high levels for us all. So I hope this was very helpful to everyone on the line. And what I'm going to do now, okay, what I'm going to do now is if you have a question, type it in the question and answer box, and I will actually read it out and answer it for you. So that being said, when are the payouts? I'm an ND. Do I still get paid on Friday? Yes, you get paid on Friday for the $55 cab, but the team bonus of the thousands that you can trigger will get paid on the 15th of the month. I answered that question during the presentation. Does anyone have a question? What are cab amounts for ND? Well, let's look at the 2-page comp plan. This is when you have to open the back office. I had it ready there just for that question. And for ND, the cab bonuses are $55. For senior vice president, the cab bonuses are $30. First generation ND, meaning if you had an ND producing under you on your team, well, guess what? You get $20 on based on the leverage relationship there. And then at SVP, there's a first and second generation. The first generation pays $10. The second generation pays $5. I hope that answered your question, Mr. Brian May. Let's look at this. There's some more questions here in the queue. Can you go over the ND example again, please? Okay. Cherise Crawford. Great. Well, let's go back and I'll go over it one more time. You got to have a pen and paper, ladies and gentlemen, because it's so important to understand this compensation plan when you're a national director. So let's see here. Here we go. Let's maximize this. Now, I want you to write down 5 reps at the executive trainer level, even though you're a national director. 5 reps at the executive trainer level, that's $100 per rep. See how that works? At ED, 10 reps. 10 reps pays out $2,000. That's $2,000 a rep. So write 100 plus 200. ND All-Star, 30 qualified IMRs. Okay, simply holding your 3 EDs to get 10. They made 2,000. You'll make 5,000. Okay, but get 10 yourself as well. You know, lead by example. That's how people get paid in this compensation plan. So now add 5,000, add 2,000, add 500, and then you also want to times out $55 times 30 for the cabs. Okay, so 55 times 30 IMRs for the cabs is another $1,650. And then when you add that up and you divide it by 30, you get 521. 521 is that up to money you can make per person by triggering 5 at ET, 10 at ED, and 30 at ND as a ND. Okay, not your team. As you doing the 5 at executive trainer, you're doing the 10 at executive director. The other 20 can come from EDs in your organization to make up your 30. And then at 30, you make the 5,000. Hope that answers your question. Okay, great. Now let's see the next caller. Are team bonuses paid weekly for ET and ED? Yes. Yes, they are. Brian, yes. Okay, great. Answered your question. I understand what frontline rep means. Could you explain what open line means? Okay, open line, thanks in advance. This is for Emmanuel. Well, open line means if you have you're an executive director, and then you're on your way to national director, and let's just say you have 2 legs of executive director, and you need to promote a 3rd executive director to get to national director. Well, that leg that you're trying to get to ED to promote yourself to ND doesn't have an ED in it yet. That's an open line leg. The other 2 legs that have EDs in it, guess what? It's not open line. The production goes to them as EDs, not you. Okay? I hope that answers your question, Emmanuel. Now, if you have not reached the target level before the new compensation plan, are you held to the old one uh, or new requirements in terms of customer points? Now, here's what's going on. If you're an executive trainer under the old comp plan and you're a qualified executive trainer, guess what? You can now participate in the new team bonuses here moving forward. So if you're an executive trainer, you've been in the business for a couple of months or a couple of years, guess what? If you do 3 qualified IMRs in your book of business in the calendar month of September, you'll earn $200. Okay, there's no more cabs at these positions, and this will be paid out the following Friday. Hope that answers your question. Okay, and in terms of the new requirements for the positions, you have until November 1 to get an extra 5 points at each position. So executive trainers of before September 1 have until November 1 to get the 5 points. Now, it's not going to knock you out of executive trainer, but then you won't be able to participate in the new compensation plan. So it's worth getting the 5 points. Okay. Thank you, Cherise Crawford. Thank you for the training. This is an awesome new comp plan. Question is, ET and ED, when are they paid out? They're paid out on a weekly basis. So 10 days after whatever actually, can't get canceled that triggered that person. So if it's a customer point that qualified your third ET, so that it wouldn't pay out, let's just say tomorrow if it happened today, it would pay out the following Friday. I hope that answers your answer, Frederick. So it's a weekly payout for team bonuses at ET and ED. What if you're already a trainer? Can you still qualify for the bonus by reaching the ET level? If you're in a trainer, no, you have to be recruited as of September 1 to qualify for the $1,200 ET bonus. Okay, and you have to become a ET within 30 days, but you've had to have started September 1 to get the $1,200 bonus. If you're still in your first 30 days and you got involved before September 1st, you can still get the old compensation plan Quickstart bonuses, which is the $500 for two qualified business partners and 10 customer points, or $1,000 for 2 qualified business partners and 20 points. Okay, as an ED, if I recruit 5 people in my open line, do I get $750 and the $500 from executive trainer? Yes. So you would get a total of $1,250. Correct. That's for Jeff. If you don't sponsor plays underneath a rep, do you still get the cab bonuses? If you don't sponsor plays under a rep, well, there's no cab bonuses at the ET and ED levels anymore. There are only team bonuses. That's what pays out weekly. So I hope that answers your question. Does it reset each level that you reach, or does it roll over? Really don't understand the pretense of that, the text of that question. Does it reset at each level? Please type that question again. Is it true that reps who came in before September 1st will still be qualified under the 4 and 8 rule, even if they do not have a first? Yes, they'll still be qualified under the old plan, but we'll have to increase 5 points by November 1st. So executive trainers that were qualified before September 1st at 10 points need to get to 15 by November 1st. Executive directors that were qualified at 15 points need to get to 20 customer points. It doesn't matter if it's a preferred or service because that won't be the guideline for you. You just got to reach the threshold. Hope that answers your question. What are the qualifications that need to be maintained in order to achieve the team bonuses? Can you still earn the annual ET payout if you achieve ET in 60 days? Yes. If you get to EAT, if you've been recruited since September 1 and you're going after the $1,200 bonus, and for whatever reason you do it in 31 days instead of 30 days or 45 days or 59 days, or as long as you get to executive trainer within 60 days, it'll pay you half the $100. So you'll make $600 in a year. It'll pay out $50 a month for 12 months. Okay, and then what are the qualifications that need to be maintained in order to achieve team bonuses? You just have to be in position. So if you're a national director, you can earn, so long as you're qualified, you can earn your bonuses. As an ND, the team bonuses are paid out on the following month on the 15th, but the $55 cab bonuses are paid out weekly. Okay, how can I get this recording? I'll probably add it to my YouTube channel. You can search Tupac Court, and I'll add it to my YouTube channel tonight. Okay, rephrasing my question. Okay, under the old comp plan, you had to sponsor place a rep to get a cab bonus. No, you only had to enroll a rep. You only had to be the enroller to earn the cab bonus in the old compensation plan. If a person is an SVP, can they place reps underneath the ND who gets the cab bonuses? Well, it depends on if you place just sponsored under the ND, you're the enroller still. You get the team bonuses, or that person to count towards your team bonuses. If you're an ND, you still get the cab, and that person counts towards your team bonuses at all levels. Because you're the enroller of that person, which means you get the ET, ED, and ND. Hope that answers your question, Brian. I help the family. That the person, Frank, you have to consult with your upline, because that's not really in line with what we're talking about this evening for compensation plan. That's more strategy. Okay, situation. As an ET, I placed 3 this week. Does this count reset after the week, or does it add to the monthly tally? It adds to your monthly tally. It's not over yet. So you're already at 3. By September 30th, if you get to 20, it pays you $2,000. Okay, so I hope that answers Frederick. And of course, if you're an ND, okay, I'm confused as to how the ET and ED get paid the following Friday for the monthly tally. Well, because they don't have a cab anymore, the company's paying the team bonuses at ET and ED on a weekly basis. But, let's just say you had 15 in for the month and they paid you that $1,500. But in the last day of the month, you put in another 5 and it took you to 20. They'll pay you that other $500 the following week. Make sense? Okay. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to answer our questions. Where can we find this training for reps who are not on the webinar? I will upload this if we can get off this line fast enough, because the longer we stay on this webinar, unfortunately, the longer the length of this video, if it gets past a certain point, I can't upload it. So the quicker we get through this Q&A, I can put it on to my YouTube channel if it stays a little bit short here. The reps that sign up on your team as you climb, if you sign up 2 reps, then move up and get 3 more reps, does it count as ET or ED for 5 reps you sign? Yes. So you get, if you personally sign 5 reps, it counts, and you're a ED or an ND. Guess what? You're getting the ET money and the ED money, and it's starting to trigger your ND team bonuses as well. Hello, Tupac. Can you touch on the 12 ways of getting paid? Thanks in advance. I'll actually, can you send me a message on Facebook? I actually made a document that has that on there, and I'll cut and paste it to you. You can actually find me at facebook.com/TupacD. D is in David. Okay, Brian got it. So half of the ED bonus is paid the following week. no, whatever was achieved. Oh, wait, half of the ED bonus in 60 days is paid for, you're right, every week. So instead of no. So half of the ED bonus is paid the following week if achieved after 60 days. No, half. Oh, yes, exactly. Half of the ED bonus. No, the ED bonus is a 60-day bonus. You mean the ET bonus. So half of the ET bonus will be paid if you achieve ET in 60 days instead of 30 days. Thank you very much. You're welcome. What if you're an ET or an ED and you only get 2 IMRs for the month? What does that pay? That pays nothing. So it would behoove everyone to meet these thresholds, which goes, okay, Lamont Moore, great. And we're just done with the queue here. So this is what I want you to understand. On a weekly basis, you have to tear through the dens and living rooms, share this opportunity, and as an ET, you should meet this requirement. 3 qualified IMRs a week. That happens when you take action. You got to take massive action. And the more you do this, the better you'll get. So instead of recruiting, if a room of 30 people show up and you're a 10% recruiter, you made $200 out of that meeting. But the following week, because you're sharpening your axe and doing meetings, you might recruit 5 of the 10 that show up and get another 500. The following week, you got better. You might pick up 10 that third week, and then you start adding these reps. Before you know it, you're making $2,000 as an ET, but you've probably been promoted because it only takes 7 people to hit executive director. You probably hit executive director in the process, and you got a pay raise. The key is to get uncomfortable and show the plan, show the plan, show the plan. Okay, great. The queue loaded up again. Got it. There's no ED bonus if you don't achieve in 60 days, but still qualify for team bonuses. Great, either way. Exactly. Thank you for answering the question. Thank you for your time, for helping us understand a new comp plan. I really enjoyed your presentation. Thanks for inspiring me and the team. You're welcome, Antonio. And how many presentations do your top EDs and NDs do weekly? They do 2 a days. We talk about this being part-time. Part-time in corporate America is 20 hours. So, if you can dedicate 3 to 4 hours a day, part-time, 3 to 5 years, you'll be a diamond in this opportunity. Okay? Can you be an ED bringing in 50 people? If so, if your team brings in over 50 people, how does the money work after the $50 cap? Well, I'm not sure there is a cap. Actually, no, you don't get paid past $50 at ND, but there's no cap at SVP, as you see here. This is the actual chart. Okay, so it's very, very important to understand that. Each rep afterwards, you wouldn't get paid, but you were probably a national director by then. There's a serious structural problem if you're an ED and doing 50 and haven't been promoted to ND. So there would be a bigger problem to face there. Okay, well, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of tonight's webinar, and you can find this on my YouTube channel shortly. God bless. Hope you have a great evening. Let's get out there and meet our thresholds. ETs, 3 on a weekly basis. EDs, 5 on a weekly basis. NDs, 15 on a weekly basis. And SVPs, 25 on a weekly basis would be great. So that being said, see you on the beaches of the world, definitely at the bank. My name is Supat Derenoncourt. God bless. Have a great evening.